Okay, 8 November, 11 in the morning. It's a Tuesday morning. It's a dark, cloudy day. The sun is not going to come out. Today's topic is ego versus self-respect. I wrote in my last video that I'm going to do a session on a video on ego and self-respect, but it's really difficult and it's very tricky and it's very confusing, so I might not be able to explain it to you completely. However, I have got few points and I'm going to explain those points. Through those points you can understand, you can differentiate ego from self-respect. Now there is a philosophical discussion and there is a Sufi spiritual discussion, and ego is from the worldly point of view or from the spiritual. It's very difficult, really it's confusing. So I'll try to be, I'll try to just focus on the points, and then we might reach to some, 9 minutes, we might reach somewhere. Okay, let's start with identity. To me, ego is like an identity, my identity. And who am I? A man, a woman, a student, a teacher, a lawyer, a carpenter. Tamam. It's like a status. In order for me to reach to that status, I have to do few things, maybe good or maybe bad. Tamam. That's what I call identity. That's what I call ego. But it's quite a negative form as compared to self-respect. Tamam. Now let's start with identity. I have a degree and I'm working in a place that's I've gone through a lot of things before coming to this place. So I have my mark, I have my status in the society, and I have to maintain that. For that I may have to be a bit more greedy, selfish, I may lie, manipulate. These are all under, they all come under the ambit of ego. In order for me to maintain that identity, to maintain that ego, I might have to go for a competition I don't need. So like I said, it is between the spiritual world and the world, the material world. For the material world, I have to do all these things. Now there's a very fine line between ego and self-respect, which is really difficult for me to explain. So the first point I'm going to discuss is selfishness. For me to survive, I have to be selfish. Now, how much selfish would I be? Little bit or too much? But as part of the ego, that is the first point. Selfishness, just to be me. I have to take care of myself. Now, if you look at it from the logical point of view, I have a family to raise, I have children. Of course, I have to be selfish. I have to make sure that I can feed them well. I can't give everything to the world. That no, I'm a Sufi, I don't have to. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be selfish in order, as far as you can maintain your family, yourself or your family. That's where selfishness comes. Yes, you have to be selfish in a very nominal way for you to survive. Like I said, identity, it's about your survival as far as you can survive. Above that, you're being harmful to others. Arrogance. Now again, arrogance is also part of ego, but what kind of arrogance do you have? Maybe I'm the best doctor in the world, in this country, so I have to be arrogant. Okay. From the religious point of view, it doesn't really make any sense. No matter how big you are, you have to be down to earth from the religious point of view. But if, as part of the ego, if you want to be arrogant, yes, you can be. That's not wrong. You are right. You are the best doctor. You can be arrogant. But if you can, if you can just imagine your death, that today, tomorrow, you're going to die. You're going to be under the soil. So what's the point? But yes, you are number one doctor, so you have to be arrogant. But arrogance based on nothing, you are nothing. And yes, no, I will not go because I'm better than. Now that he's a doctor, he can do because he is at some point. But you are nothing. So it doesn't really suit you. Even he is wrong, but at least he has some position. Based on that position, he can be arrogant. But arrogance on nothing is completely meaningless. So arrogance is basically to think high of oneself. The meaning of arrogance is to think high of yourself. Now, as I said, he's a doctor. He can think high of himself because he is. But someone who's not, it really doesn't make any sense. That arrogance is completely meaningless. I may have to divide this into two. Oh my God, the time goes so fast, man. Jealousy. Jealousy is based on is a product of insecurity or control. I've done this video. I've done this in a bit more elaborate way in my previous video. Love to be loved. You can check there. Control and insecurity. Insecurity, I am afraid that I might lose this position, so I have to get jealous of this person. Control, that it should be mine, it should be my control. Actually, insecurity is a product of control, because I'm afraid to lose. That's why I'm trying to control. That's why jealousy comes in. That's why I want, oh my god, I have to. Ignorance. Ignorance is when you don't know nothing and you think you know everything. That's also part of ego. Greed. I want the whole world to be mine. Now, greed could be based on competition, or, for example, my neighbor has got a car, so I should also have to have a car. Okay, I have a car, I need to have another car. Now, there are two types of greed. One based on competition, one based on your own need, which is, you can have the whole world and still you'll say nothing. I still need more. So greed is like that. Again, part of ego. Recognition, identity, as I said. I need to be recognized in a society. As a teacher, as a lawyer, as a musician, and whatever, I need to be recognized. And for that, I'll do anything, good or bad, ethical or unethical. Again, if you do unethical, of course, it's wrong, it's immoral. But if you're trying to do it through halal means, recognize you're a doctor, you did it all through the proper moral means, yes, it's fine. Recognition is okay, not a problem. But like I said, it's a very fine line between ego and self-respect. So that's where self-respect comes in, and it's not really part of ego, but yes, it comes in. I said, man, it's very difficult to explain. Competition. Competition based on comparison or just a competition. Now, competition is not bad. All competitions are not bad. It's just you're trying to compete someone because you want to bring him down or bring her down, or you're just trying to enter into competition to raise yourself up. Now, there is a musician, and I am a musician, but he's a good musician, so I want to come up to his level, or I'm trying to bring him down. If you want to enter into competition to improve yourself, it's fine. But if you're trying to enter into competition to bring someone down and to rub it in his face or in her face, then that's just jealousy. That's, based on jealousy, you're trying to compete. Pride, honor, dignity, prestige. These are different words we use for ego. Pride, honor, prestige, dignity. These are the positions that we earn in the society, like a doctor, lawyer, engineer, whatever. This is how we live in a respectable manner. Oh my god, it's going to finish. Self-esteem is based on just and truthfulness. I think I haven't done a very good job, but let me just show you this. It may finish, the video may finish. I'll try to make another video in order to explain this in a more elaborative way, but so ego is basically arrogance, greed, selfishness, and all those things that takes you away from humanity. Self-respect is actually that is close to humanity. Actually, if you speak to spiritual people, they're not even worried about you. Self-respect. Okay, it's going to finish, man. It's going to finish. I may make another video, the second part of